As believers, we are called to give thanks and praise to the Lord. He has certainly blessed us richly with His goodness and has done many mighty works in our lives. How could we not, with the psalmist, cry out, "Oh, give thanks to the Lord, for He is good, for His loving kindness is everlasting." Psalm 107, verse 1. Psalm 107 is a call to give thanks to the Lord for His unfailing love, His deliverance, and His wonderful deeds. The psalmist emphasizes that those who cry out to the Lord in their trouble will be heard and saved, and He will guide them on the right path. It's a reminder of God's compassion and faithfulness to those who seek Him. In his devotional, Charles Spurgeon discusses the importance of spiritual longing and hunger. He considers the blessedness of those who hunger and thirst for righteousness. He emphasizes that intense desires for grace and spiritual growth are positive signs, indicating a healthy soul. He assures readers that their spiritual hunger will not only be relieved, but will be filled completely with goodness by God Himself. Further, Spurgeon encourages readers to embrace these longings, as God will satisfy them abundantly. Psalm 107 verses 1-9. O give thanks to the Lord, for He is good, for His loving kindness is everlasting. Let the redeemed of the Lord say so, whom He has redeemed from the hand of the adversary and gathered from the lands, from the east and from the west, from the north and from the south. They wandered in the wilderness in a desert region. They did not find a way to an inhabited city. They were hungry and thirsty. Their soul fainted within them. Then they cried out to the Lord in their trouble. He delivered them out of their distresses. He led them also by a straight way to go to an inhabited city. Let them give thanks to the Lord for His loving kindness and for His wonders to the sons of men. For He has satisfied the thirsty soul, and the hungry soul He has filled with what is good. Charles Spurgeon shares his wisdom on this passage in his devotional reading from the Checkbook of the Bank of Faith.
For He has satisfied the thirsty soul, and the hungry soul He has filled with what is good. Psalm 107 verse 9. It is well to have longings, and the more intense they are the better. The Lord will satisfy soul longings, however great and all-absorbing they may be. Let us greatly long, for God will greatly give. We are never in a right state of mind when we are contented with ourselves and are free from longings. Desires for more grace and groanings which cannot be uttered are growing pains, and we should wish to feel them more and more. Blessed Spirit, make us sigh and cry after better things and for more of the best things. Hunger is by no means a pleasant sensation. Yet blessed are they that hunger and thirst after righteousness. Such persons shall not only have their hunger relieved with a little food, but they shall be filled. They shall not be filled with any sort of rough stuff, but their diet shall be worthy of their good Lord, for they shall be filled with goodness by Jehovah Himself. Come, let us not fret because we long and hunger, but let us hear the voice of the psalmist as he also longs and hungers to see God magnified. Oh, that men would praise the Lord for His goodness, and for His wonderful works to the children of men. Psalm 107 verse 31.
God satisfies those who long for Him. Embrace this spiritual hunger and thirst for righteousness today, as these desires lead to fulfillment in God. Praise God for His goodness and wonderful works, for He has been good to us. For He has satisfied the thirsty soul, and the hungry soul He has filled with what is good. Psalm 107 verse 9.